One of the key concepts in effective conservation is resilience, protecting and managing natural areas so they can bounce back after severe disturbances and other changes in the environment. Brimfield State Forest is a classic case study for resilience. On June 1st, 2011, a Category 3 tornado touched down in central Massachusetts, tearing a swath through the entire width of Brimfield. It was a real tragedy. A woman lost her life and over 42 homes were destroyed. About a week after the tornado, my colleague at the Mass Department of Conservation and Recreation called me to take a look at the forest and see how the tornado had affected it. Related to resilience, the Mass DCR recently completed a long-term vision for forest conservation, in many ways directed by the recommendations of the Nature Conservancy. The Conservancy has mapped large intact forests that define resilient areas. The state vision designates 111,000 acres of forest to be managed as wild forest reserves where nature is allowed to set the course. And almost all of Brimfield State Forest was designated as a wild reserve. So as I came out Route 20 from Boston, came up over a rise, and there for the first time I saw the path that the tornado made, like a giant taking a huge rake across the state forest. And all of a sudden, all the concepts of resilience that I've thought about for years were there right in front of me. The forest took a huge hit, thousands of acres, and although it was transformed, it wasn't destroyed, it was just changed. And those changes, actually, many of them are beneficial for wildlife. So it's a year later now, we've got dead wood on the ground, branches, tree trunks, balls of roots tipped out of the ground, and vigorous new growth, all of which is important habitat. We're seeing the birds respond. We're seeing bluebirds, eastern towhees, and the warblers that love this open habitat come back. One thing we're getting is a lot of shrubs that produce fruit, like these blackberries, getting blueberries, viburnums, elderberry, cherry, all of things that birds, bears, small mammals love to eat. So one of the really exciting things that has resulted from the tornado is these tip-up mounds. There's hundreds of them on the landscape right now. And what they cause is these little depressions or pits that fill with water in the spring, really important for frogs, salamanders, and other animals. So we're surrounded here by a stand of beautiful American chestnuts. Look at that leaf, just gorgeous. And these are really uncommon because of disease that's wiped them out over 80 years ago. But because of all the sunlight, they're just shooting up everywhere. Because these areas were designated as a forest reserve, they're going to be able to grow and respond naturally. And we're going to get the rare opportunity to see resilience in action.